Hello, how are you? Okay, this is on the Gerber suspension multi-tool. I don't know if you can see these. It's got little pictures to show you what to do or what stuff is. It's got quick option. It's a pretty decent multi-tool, I think. I got it for $17 on Amazon. And sorry, this is a close-up video. Barely able to get the whole thing in. It's nice looking, fits well in the hands. It's got quick access blades. This is the serrated edge, which locks. You pull these, if I could get it to zoom. Let's try turning the picture a little. It's got quick, come on. Sorry about that, folks. It's got releases over here on both sides. You pull them at once and you're able to close up your tool nice and smooth. I oiled mine. And then on this side it's got the, oh, that was the sheep's foot blade, I'm sorry. So that's this straight edge. Came relatively sharp. I didn't need to sharpen it. I've heard people complain. And if your tool is stiff, like here it's stiff, just pull on the lock release and it'll loosen it up and make it safe and easy to put in. And here's other quick, they're not spring assisted, but they are quick access with these thumb notches cut out. So this is the serrated edge, cutting seat belts, cutting fish heads off, depending on what you need to do, depending on where you live. I'm sure it depends on what you need to do and what you're doing. So those are the quick tools that you can access. And it's kind of stiff, but not too bad. I've been playing with mine. Crank. It's got spring assisted pliers, big plus. They come together pretty decent, as you can see there. It's a wobbly tool. There is some looseness if you wobble it, but not enough for a $17 tool that locks and it's Gerber. I think it's a pretty good deal. It does have star nuts, so you can work on it. Let's see if I can get back a little bit here and get a better view. It's a nice looking tool. The wire cutters are just plain wire cutters. They don't come apart and they're nothing fancy, so don't kill them and they'll last you a while. Use them for normal speaker wire and cutting normal wires. Get a wire cutter if you want to cut anything bigger. It's got all the tools that you can need. It's really hard to see like that. Let me look away from the camera. What I don't like is the scissor sticks up a little bit at one point. Okay, so that's your saw, or that's your serrated. Then you've got your can opener, bottle opener, and all these tools lock once again. You got your unclear screwdriver. There's your screwdriver. And last but not least, the one that's fighting with me. Scissor is always kind of a pain in the butt to get out. The scissor with the spring, which is nice. I think it's a really nice little scissor. So let's close up these tools. And once again, they lock. And the scissor is spring assisted. I've used it to cut fingernails and just got this, so I haven't done a lot with it. I used to have the Gerber Legend, and this was like the baby version. So I got this. I've been through a couple of multi-tools in my days. Then on this side, once again, you got your sheep's foot blade. You've got sorry about the unclear picture. This is the best I can do for right now. Screwdriver, and it's got little thumb notches to pull out each tool, and they come out pretty easily. I know well, this one you may have to pull out and then pull this one out separate, then pull both releases, close that up, and you got a nice little Phillips head here, which is flat. What do they call this? 3D nowadays? 3D Phillips head, which is great. It's all you need in a pinch. I mean, this is a pinch tool. This isn't like you're going to work to build a building and this is the only tool you have. I mean, this is what you have when you're fishing, and you need to tighten a screw on something, your tackle box or your whatever. I mean, you got the Phillips head if you need it. I mean, a Phillips head, you could always use a flathead, but at least you have the option on this of having a 3D Phillips head to be even more in control of what you're screwing without stripping your Phillips head or your flathead, because you're using just a flathead screwdriver and that's all you have. Okay, this is a saw. Let's see if we get it to focus. It's the biggest joke on this tool. Oh no. Yeah, no it is. My Swiss Army knife has a nicer saw. It barely feels aggressive. It's not even the length of my finger, and I have small hands. I mean, the saw is almost a joke. It would be good for 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick branches at most, but I wouldn't expect to do it. I'd carry my Swiss Army knife in my pocket, and I'd use that for the saw and as a backup, or else I would carry an extra saw if I went camping, a fold-up saw. So the saw is only let down on this tool, but it has it. If worst came to worst, you're in a pinch, you needed to get a little stick because your fishing rod was tied down with whatever, and you needed to put a stick in the ground and cut a little branch to do that, you could do that. But I mean, the saw is not impressive on this item. But the Gerber Legend had that funky saw, which was more or less useless compared to this one, or just as useless. Check that knife out. That's a good looking knife, or multi-tool. I don't know blade strengths, I don't know composition, handles are steel or aluminum. It's got a fairly good weight to it, but it's not over exceedingly heavy. I think it's a really nice tool for the money, especially $17 right now. Gerber is having buy certain Gerber products and get $10 off a $50 purchase. So check it out. Today's date is 5/19/2016, and that's on Amazon. $50, $10 off. Not all Gerber products, but a lot of them, or some of them. I guess there's a lot of Gerber products out there. So if you have any questions on this item or any items that I've shown on my YouTube site, please feel free to subscribe, hit the like box. If you have any questions, I do short reviews, so if you have any questions, please comment and I'll get back to you with item numbers, where I bought stuff, how the blade is sharpening. I could look up steel if you're really curious about what steel blade is what. Aussie 8, MOV, 440, 420, whatever. I mean, I could always look on the websites that I bought these items from. So please take part in the YouTube page I've got, and feel free to ask questions and leave comments. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this.